Go. Hey guys, welcome back to the Precious Metal Mania page. Glad to be back. Thank you all for checking us out each and every time we hop on here. Today's topic is going to be inflation. Colby, you want to touch on that before I get into some things?
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of get on here and talk about inflation. Basically, inflation is either the increase in the price of goods or services. It can also mean the decrease in the purchasing power of the dollar. So basically, it takes more dollars to buy the same product than it used to. Basically, from my research, there's four main types of inflation that I found. There's more. There's like a lot of subcategories and stuff like that, but the four main ones are creeping inflation. That's basically just your normal inflation, and up to about 3% a year. That's just kind of normal. Usually, that's why employees or employers usually give you or good employers, I should say, try to give you like a cost of living, raise to kind of off balance the normal inflation that happens. Actually, like if a good year, you might only, if you get 2% or less inflation, that's good. Like that actually boosts economic growth. And then the second one I want to talk about is walking inflation. That's about between 3% and 10% per year. And this is where people can start to panic. Like the things start going up in price. An example could be, a few years ago when gas prices started going up. People started to panic and they started to hoard, buy as much gas as possible because they wanted to avoid having to pay the higher prices in the future. And which in return, by them doing that, that increases the demand, lessens the supply, which continues to raise the price of the product. So, and that can lead to the third one, which is galloping inflation. That's where it gets about above 10% or more. And that can actually wreak havoc on an economy. Money loses value so fast that businesses and employee income can't keep up with the cost of services and products. And the last one I want to talk about is hyperinflation. This is where it's
one.
like
the biggest one. The biggest one.
Yeah, it's where 50% or more per month. The government, that's basically the government prints money to pay. It usually happens when government prints so much money to pay for wars and stuff like that. The last time that I know of, anyways, that this happened in America was during the Civil War. But it could happen again, and the government printing money. Money, cash used to be backed by gold. It used to be backed by something. And in, Nixon basically took us off the gold standard, which basically gave the Federal Reserve free reign to print however much money they want to print, because there doesn't have to be anything backing it up. And so when that happened, the value of the dollar started to decrease. The more they print, the less this is worth. And guys, just this year alone, in 2020, because of all this that's been going on, the government's shutting down all across the world and stuff. And the Federal Reserve has printed 22% of all the money that's out there for just this year alone. So, I mean, think about it. What's that going to do in the near future? I mean, yeah, they've been printing this money to kind of keep things, you know, at bay right now to keep us going, but that's going to lead to one of these kind of inflations, you know, in the future. And you know, what can we do about it though? We can't handle, you know, we can't control what happened, you know, the coronavirus thing or the, you know, what, you know, we can't control how much the Federal Reserve prints, all that stuff. You know, we're just normal guys out here working and trying to get by. Well, the one thing that we can do, we can look at what, you know, what do the wealthy do? What does the government do? They, you know, if this is worth so much, why doesn't the government just save this? It's they and the wealthy, they don't save in that either because they know that the value of it continues to go down. So what do they do? What do they save in? They save in assets. They save in real estate. They save in precious metals. And that's something that we can do. Not all of us can go out and buy a bunch of real estate, right? But we can afford to go out and buy this. This is 1 ounce silver, and that helps. It's like a insurance for your money. You're not buying this. You're basically exchanging this for this. This is going to hold its value, probably increase in value over time, and this is going to go down in value. Do you have anything else you want to add about that?
You know, just for people that, you know, actually need to see a visual, I'll do a quick screen share and show people the definition, so they actually know, wherever that's at on my let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Let's scroll down a little bit. People ask, oh, too far. Too far again. What is inflation in simple terms? The definition of inflation in simple terms is the increase in the price of goods. It can also refer to the use of more money to buy the same product. So you can see the inflation as the rise in price of goods or decrease in purchasing power. You know, like Colby mentioned, inflation as what most of us call it here in the precious metal world, the silent money killer. You know, hyperinflation is what we don't want to happen, period, for nobody. But if you save precious metals, that's a good thing in a way, because that's going to drive up the price in those metals. When the dollar's down, metals go up. Period. That's how it works. That's economics. That's how it works. But you know, as I was talking to Colby earlier, here we are fixing to have a Christmas road trip to a destination, and I know I'm going to be seeing gas inflated. Anything we go to eat or wherever we stop to eat at, it's going to be inflated. Why? Because it's going to be a holiday. So anytime you take a vacation, July 4th, Labor Day, Christmas, stuff like that, they inflate most of everything because that's just how they know the system and they can get away with it. So, as Colby mentioned, how do we go against that? Well, you hedge it with metals. We all know there's all kind of ways to make money. That's not what we're here to say. But our focus is on precious metals. It goes back 6,000 years when silver and gold and copper and all those other metals were found and started being mined. you know, for me, finding the metal business and the collecting business several years ago has just been a blessing, because what I do is, instead of saving fiat currency, paper money, debt notes to the bank, which is not what you need to do, I take that same money that I would have in my 401k that I got rid of, that wasn't making me any money. I put that into assets that actually work for me, regardless if I work or not. That's key, guys. Remember what I say. Assets make you money regardless if you work or not. There are many wealthy people that say that same statement. Robert Kiyosaki, it's in one of his books. Follow the wealthy, do what the wealthy do, and you'll be successful. So that was a little bit about on inflation. I hope that helped some people. I know that, there's probably a lot of people that aren't aware about what it is, but I hope we brought some insight to you today on that. Colby, you got anything else, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't seen our previous 2 videos, make sure you go back and watch those. Also, we're not professional YouTubers or anything. We're just a couple of guys that are, trying to get a message out there. We want you guys, we know what this, buying this or purchasing this can do for you guys. And we want you guys to be positioned. We know what's coming. We want you guys to be positioned. And, make sure you like and subscribe and share our videos, because, you don't want to miss the future videos that we're going to be putting out. I mean, they could literally, some of the stuff we're going to be talking about could literally change your whole life. And I just want you guys, just to not miss them. So make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. And as I always need to say, me or him are not professional financial advisors. So, we just follow the wealthy. I want to try to mention that in each and every video we put out, because that's key, and that's a little disclaimer there. So, but yeah, great info today, and we'll be putting out some more content soon. Please like and subscribe and share, and talk to you guys next time. Take care.
Peace out, guys.